our ability to focus, and this is collectively, not just young people, has declined 69% since 2004. So it went from 2.5 minutes to 47 seconds. So how does short form video relate to attention and focus? And then how does cutting down on it help young people regain it?
So I think that short form content has been particularly damaging to focus, and that to kind of engage with the content, you don't need the same amount of time. So you're kind of building these micro habits where you can just consume the amount of content, the entirety of the short form video in that short amount of time. And so you get out of practice with kind of, dealing with something and actually like focusing on it for a while. And then I think it's also negative in that it's easier than the alternative. It's much easier to scroll on your phone and to get like, the dopamine out of it than it is to stick with something and focus with it. And so people have kind of moved toward having the habit of integrating scrolling into whatever they're doing. Like you'll be loading the dishwasher and then, you'll scroll like 1 or 2 videos and then you'll go back to loading the dishwasher because you wanted that quick little dopamine break rather than just sticking through the task. And this applies to homework as well, as Mason said. People often kind of have a couple minutes scroll right before they begin the task of schoolwork. And then midway through the schoolwork, you feel that urge to go like do something that's more fun, more easy, that's right at your fingertip. And so it just breaks that pattern where you could have been focused and continued with the task. And instead you kind of chose the easy way out. It's that, I mean, that is kind of the roots of addiction.
But even when we're not scrolling, right, it's still affecting our attention span, because what happens is these patterns that you build when you're using your phone very much take effect even if you don't have your phone. And that's kind of, I think the main reason why attention span has declined is because people are getting used to it. Can be, and it doesn't even have to be social media. It can be anything. This world, it's crazy that you can tap a few buttons on your phone and a sandwich can show up at your doorstep within 25 minutes, right? Everything happens so quick now. People have higher expectations for convenience in every aspect.